Welcome, adventurers, to the epic saga of Draken, a tale that spans across multiple Minecraft worlds and seasons. Different people may have different perspectives, but this one is mine. We'll begin our journey with the rise of Emperor Draken, his relentless pursuit of power, and the alliances and conflicts that shaped his legacy to come. In a world before Unorthoblocks, the mysterious figure known as Draken first appeared. Initially resembling a short enderman with red eyes, Draken soon however transformed into a bearded man, though he retained those striking red eyes. The connection between these two forms however remains a mystery to this day. This was the dawn of Emperor Draken. He founded his first empire at Fort Draken, a fortified city with towering spires, a majestic cathedral, and a bustling harbour filled with sailing ships. His experiments with airships began here, a fascination that would only grow with time. As Draken's empire expanded, he established outposts in distant lands, eventually bringing the entire world under his control. But for the Emperor Draken, one world was not enough. The origins of how Draken was contacted by the inhabitants of the Unorthoblocks world remain unknown. However, driven by his desire for conquest, Draken soon found himself in the world of UB1. In UB1, Draken encountered a world already populated with large builds and powerful corporations dominating the economy. He established his base on the southern island, naming it DrakenSpire. The city flourished, with vast reservoirs, bustling trade, airship construction yards, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge through magic. Despite his efforts, Draken struggled to break into the established market. He found success in niche areas like selling concrete and ship designs. However, the discovery of the dubious practices of some of the corporations led Draken to form an alliance with a mighty beard and Lady Backzilla called the Collective. The Collective, a group of smaller, organic, independent traders, organised protests against the dominant corporations. But charged with deflecting blame from the Collective's tactics, Draken created the Anti-Corruption Anti-Corporation League, or ACAC League. This organisation targeted both the corporation and Draken's own business to maintain the ruse that this was nothing to do with him. Anticipating retaliation, Draken also secretly established the Profit Protection Force, an organisation designed to protect his own interests while appearing to support the corporations. This allowed him to control both sides of the conflict, though their success could be said to have been somewhat limited. As Unorthoblocks continued, a desire to explore new worlds emerged. The eldritch being Squid opened a portal to Perplek City, a realm of new opportunities. Draken, ever the innovator, attempted to teleport an airship through the portal, resulting in a crash that became his new base. This marked Draken's first foray into portal technology, a skill he would refine and master in time. Returning to UB1, Draken prepared his ultimate plan to conquer the world. His fleet set sail, only to be attacked by a mysterious robotic foe. Future versions of himself intervened and revealed a greater destiny. Draken was taken to SPIRE City, a hub of advanced technology and the Council of Drakens. There he learned to protect the Unorthoblocks instead of conquering them. His fleet was upgraded and transported to SPIRE City, while those who remained behind in UB1 faced new challenges. After most of the Unorthoblocks had left UB1, those few who stayed behind came under attack by hostile forces led by Doc Block, a former general in Draken's air fleet. This threat loomed as Draken and the Unorthoblocks moved to a new world. In UB2, Draken stayed true to his word and founded the Special Protection Initiative Regarding Everyone, or SPIRE for short, to protect the Unorthoblocks. He built the SPIRE Sky Carrier and its sister ship, the Sky Cruiser, and established a powerful defense network to look after the Unorthoblocks. He also created SPIRE Surplus, a retail powerhouse now away from the interests of the corporations of UB1, and also built SPIRE Solicitors, a law firm to assist with legal issues. However, the main threat came from Doc Block, who demanded 1 million diamonds from the Unorthoblocks to avoid blowing up Spawn Lake with a redstone bomb. To counter Doc Block, SPIRE, with the help of several Unorthoblocks members, built a sensor network that would be called the Unorthoblocks Tactical Reconnaissance Observation Network. This network located .blocks assets, leading to raids that unveiled valuable information. Amidst these preparations, a surprising visitor arrived. Draken from UB4. This future version of Draken revealed a crucial plan to spur a complacent UB3 Draken into action. Knowing the threat of .block would not be enough, they devised a complex strategy using the sensor network and the assistance of Chicken, a mind-altering individual with unique abilities also from the future, so they could set in motion a plan that would affect UB3's Draken of the future without him having to remember the plan to begin with. As .block prepared his final move, the situation reached a boiling point. Draken, utilizing the sensor network, discovered .block's plan to deploy a redstone bomb that would devastate Spawn Lake. In carefully pre-planned countermeasure, Draken released hordes of mobs into the lake, creating chaos and forcing the Unorthoblocks to respond. The scene at Spawn Lake was one of utter pandemonium. The Unorthoblocks fought valiantly against the mobs, but the sheer numbers overwhelmed them. In the midst of the battle, Squid summoned a portal, providing a narrow escape route. After the Unorthoblocks retreated through the portal, Block activated his redstone bomb, though that was a little too late. The explosion tore through Spawn Lake, leaving destruction in its wake. But alas, his plan was foiled, for Draken's action had made sure the Unorthoblocks had managed to leave before the bomb could affect them. Some do think the Spawn Lake might not have been destroyed, but that is a mystery left to the annals of time. As the dust settled, Block followed the Unorthoblocks through a portal after sneaking on board the Sky Carrier, taking with him the Unorthoblocks Tactical Reconnaissance Observation Network, now renamed to Blocktron, that Draken had planned for him to find. This marked a significant escalation in the conflict, setting the stage for future battles. In UB3, Draken sought retirement from the chaotic life he had led. After crashing his SPIRE jet into the cliff after exiting the portal Squid had created, he settled down, constructing a peaceful cottage and recreating Fort Draken's Cathedral, yearning for its tranquil existence while using technology from UB1's airships to build himself a peaceful, hot air balloon that hovered over the newly dubbed Spawn Valley. However, peace was short-lived. Block had followed them to UB3 and he established Blocktron and tasked the AI with the mission of destroying all of the Unorthoblocks. Alerted by other Unorthoblocks members to Block's presence after he was seen stealing items to help build Blocktron's new mainframe, Draken reiterated his plan for retirement, and instead a young plasma variant called Ice Hero was charged with the task of tracking down and dealing with Block. Ice Hero stumbled upon Block's remains. Blocktron had dispatched him after realizing Block would only get in the way of the very mission Block had set Blocktron. Mistakenly though, Draken thought Ice Hero had dealt with Block and now remained unaware of the presence of Blocktron, or its new plan to develop something called an anti-Unorthoblock that could bring about the end of all Unorthoblocks. Blocktron's ambitions extended beyond simple domination. To unlock the secrets of time travel, he disguised one of his drones as J.A. Donut to converse with Director Amelia. Through cunning deception, Blocktron extracted crucial information about time travel from Director Amelia, advancing his plans to discover the anti-Unorthoblock. Draken himself was soon attacked by Blocktron's relentless drones. Desperate for a way to escape, he salvaged parts from the wreckage of the SPIRE jet, creating a new spacecraft he called the Serendraig. With the Serendraig complete, Draken fled to space, determined to find a sanctuary away from Blocktron's reach. During the journey, he discovered the asteroid 5P1R3, a remote and largely uncharted rock. On 5P1R3, Draken built the End-Spire Station, a secure and fortified retreat designed for the Unorthoblocks to use as a refuge from threats like Blocktron. Here he hoped they could find safety and respite should the world face imminent peril again. In an unexpected twist, the Unorthoblocks were transported to the world of the Ignitors by Indie Alien Jones, forging a friendly bond with the Ignitors during their visit. Upon their return to UB3, they discovered a semi-sentient temporal gaming district had materialized, merging elements from the games of UB1 and UB2. Intrigued by the temporal gaming district, Draken launched an investigation, but he soon concluded that whilst the district was curious and somewhat mysterious, it posed no significant threat. Despite his efforts to retire, future and past versions of Draken reminded him of his ongoing responsibilities. He initiated Operation Datamine to gather intelligence on Blocktron and constructed a fleet of starships to monitor and defend against the AI menace. During a shared dream, Draken's old ambitions for power resurfaced, stirring memories of his past conquests and grand designs as the Emperor Draken spoke to him once more. The dream was vivid, filled with both nostalgia and dark allure, drawing him into a realm where his influence could be absolute once again. Inspired by these visions, Draken began constructing in the dream Fort Winterfever, a colossal fortress that symbolized his power for regained thirst for knowledge as he took the title of King of the North. After some direction by some goats, he was driven to build at the center of the world the imposing Fever Spire, a towering structure that reached towards the sky, casting a long shadow over the surrounding seas and reminiscent of the Draken Spire of old. As the dream became more chaotic and drew towards a close, Draken interacted with the Fever Spire, using the energies it drew from the dream itself to uncover mysteries unlike anything he had seen before. In the process of this, he discovered a power called the Anti-Dream, something that could bring about the end of dreams altogether. Unknown to Draken, Blocktron was the one manipulating these dreams and the visions of his past self. Using his advanced AI capabilities, Blocktron extracted crucial information about the Anti-Dream, which he then used to work out how to build the anti-Unorthoblock. The Unorthoblocks were now in very serious danger. With Blocktron nearing the completion of the anti-Unorthoblock, Draken decided to take decisive action. He stealthily navigated a stealth variant of his space cruisers into SPIRE City and used its superior computing power to fabricate AI limiters to weaken Blocktron's capabilities. Unorthoblocks members using SPIRE City's portals then delivered these AI limiters into Blocktron's matrix as it began creeping through different parts of time, severely damaging and reducing the AI's capability. The end of Blocktron was not so grandiose. In an ironic twist, while exploring the catacombs and discovering Blocktron's mainframe location, Draken inadvertently deactivated Blocktron by unplugging the AI to charge his phone. This accidental move brought an end to the AI's threat, at least for now. They all now believe the world to be at peace. A mysterious lady with red eyes just like Draken's and going by the name of Milady dismantled Blocktron for use for her own purposes. At her side, she had the ability to communicate and command Enderman. Unaware of Milady's arrival though, Draken took to space to begin to go on a new adventure when Sunny spacecraft appeared aboard his ship in her HOA role. Concerned over the safety of the Tower-class cruisers, she accidentally overloaded the core of the ship. In the chaos, they escaped in an unknown capsule, which led them to form a contract with a shadowy corporation called Blockit. And so, with Draken and Sunny hurtling towards their next adventure, the saga of the DrakenGameWerks continues. Stay tuned for Season 4, where new challenges and mysteries await. Till then, fellow adventurers, keep your sword sharp and your wits sharper. This story is far from over.